At Phantom Works, we make cars better than the day they rolled out. And for us, 2, 1. This is more than a job. Love your car as much as we do?
Wow, really came out great.
And we're gonna get along fine.
If you were a little bit cuter, I'd hug you.
Mostly. Was that? Truth is, if we have to pick between you and your car, that's an amazing amount of filth. We're not picking you. Today I have Rick coming in to talk to me about his one-of-a-kind 72 Cadillac.
So I hear you have a 72 Caddy?
It's a funeral hearse.
Are you a funeral director?
No. My wife and I are haunting consultants, so we use the car as a prop.
Haunting?
Consultant.
What the hell is a haunting consultant?
People who want to do haunted houses need to acquire gear. We facilitate that. No, it's not normal, but it's a heck of a lot of fun.
I guess in his business, a hearse makes sense, but where the hell do you park it? Do your neighbors look at you weird now?
My neighbors have always looked at me weird.
So what is it you're wanting done?
Right now, it's set up to carry a coffin and 2 people.
It's a hearse.
I'd like it to be able to carry 4 people. So that would entail creating some sort of seat that folded down or cut the coffin. The problem is I'm afraid people think it's a child's coffin. I'm willing to push the line, but I don't want to go to bad taste.
I think you've already crossed that line, okay?
We've cut a lot of things here at Phantom Works, but a coffin will definitely be a first.
I would like to see if something can be done with the brakes.
Yeah, we wouldn't want this to be a death trap after all, right?
Absolutely not. It's just hard to steer at times. The previous owner put a lot of wiring in it for the lights. It's not done right.
Okay.
And a hood.
What's up with the hood?
There's like little holes, like maybe somebody sprayed battery acid.
And it ate through the paint.
This may be the strangest car we've ever built at Phantom Works, and with thousands of builds under our belts, that's saying a lot.
I never thought I'd say this, but bring your hearse into the shop and we'll take it from there, okay?
All right.
All right. Thanks, Rick.
While we wait for Rick to bring in his hearse, I have a truck coming in from Minnesota, a 1959 Apache. The owners, Merlin and Lynn, want me to solve some problems that are stopping them from enjoying their truck.
I'm guessing you're Lynn.
Hi.
And
Yep.
Merlin? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. The first time I saw that truck, I thought of Merlin. It just looked like something that he would love and would like to restore.
Look, I can clearly see we've got the body of a 59 Chevy Apache.
Yep.
But what's on the bottom?
So from my 85 Chevrolet.
That's a donor, 85.
What about the chassis? Is the chassis?
Yeah, 59.
Actually looks quite nice.
The looks are deceiving.
Why is that?
It's been sitting in the garage like this for probably 3 years. It doesn't steer.
And how bad is it? Is
Yeah,
it?
bad.
yeah, it's pretty bad.
I'm turning the steering wheel 180 degrees, and your tires aren't moving. How many miles have you put on it
None.
since it's...
I haven't even ridden in it. We just covered it up, put it in the garage, and was hoping for an opportunity like this one.
Dual quads. Look, dual quads are real pretty, but it's fairly impractical. The way you've got this set up, you are probably in the 5 mile per gallon range with this truck.
I have a list of things to go over.
Oh, you
yet.
got more?
I do on my list.
Okay. Merlin and Lynn seem to really love this truck, but since it's traveled only 100 feet since they bought it, I'm curious to find out what's on Lynn's list.
Would like to have the interior finished, redo the ceilings, flooring.
Okay.
And of course, it doesn't have no exhaust system on it.
That's my first introduction to your truck. I heard something from in here, yeah.
He wants to change the shifting lever inside.
What kind of transmission do you have in the truck now?
4-speed. But the 4-wheel drive part is way down off by the passenger.
So you just want that moved?
That's correct.
He would like a hitch put on the back end. Are the brakes good?
Well, I don't know. I haven't driven it.
That's the end of my list, believe it or not.
Has this truck caused any issues?
Any dissension? No.
Okay.
But I do say, are we gonna get this ready so we can drive it this summer? You know, every year.
I covered it up.
I'm looking forward to this being the year that Merlin stops hiding the truck in the garage and actually starts enjoying it. Today, Rick is bringing in his death machine to our shop, and I'm not really sure how I feel about this. Luckily, I have a mechanic here who just might love working on this car.
I love it. That's not Halloween music. Yes, there's a casket in the back.
Oh, I know.
Steve, this one's probably for all the wrong reasons coming to you.
This is the kind of crazy ass shit Steve loves. I know this is the project he's been waiting for.
You guys are both up. That's all I got to say.
Dan, check this. Now, they're not set up to work now, but these shoot flames.
I love it.
What do you think?
I think it's not exactly what I was expecting.
Better or worse?
Oh, it's way worse. Oh, this is much worse.
Rick's hearse is easily one of the weirdest builds we've ever done. We're gonna start with the usual suspects: brakes, steering, and suspension. We'll rewire all of his lights, skulls, and skeletons. Then we'll add a flip-down seat and give him our first ever twin-tailpipe flamethrowers. Rick's hearse is gonna get a second life waking the dead instead of carrying them. The owners of the '59 Apache said it had a steering problem that made it unsafe. I want to see it for myself before this truck moves anywhere inside my shop.
Hey, Jack, I want you to just steer left and right.
Ready?
Keep going. At that point, you've got about 2.5 inches of clearance. See, our turn to our left is normal. Turn to the right. Keep going.
That angle there is too severe.
Holy shit.
Because it's at an angle like that, when you turn, it's
Right,
pulling the whole thing up.
Exactly. It's lifting the whole thing up.
Yeah, you're maxing out that ball joint there.
Yeah, look at that pivot arm. That's too tiny. That ain't stock.
So someone said F it on the steering geometry.
Because that was the quickest remedy for somebody to get the thing rolling.
This pitman arm is set up in such a way it carries all the load, and a 20G speed bump, which is standard, on a 4,000-pound truck means 80,000 pounds of load. It's gonna shear it right the hell off.
Yeah, you'd be sitting there with a dead steering wheel.
It's this type of shit that gets people killed.
Turn to the right.
The owners of the Apache drove their truck 100 feet and felt it was so unsafe to drive, they put it in their garage. Turns out, they made a good decision.
If you were to take a right turn and hit a bump at the same time, you'd probably snap it right off.
If you get the pitman dropped enough to where you're not bottoming out that ball joint,
Or pinching it.
then that'll resolve the majority of your issue.
Right now, this truck is all beauty on top and a death trap underneath. Given the constraints of the chassis and front end they had, we'll redesign the steering system, then we'll set up the engine for both performance and mileage. We'll move the four-wheel drive shifter, restore the exhaust, and add a trailer hitch so they can take this truck on the trips they've always dreamed of.
Yes, sir. Thanks, sir.
Let's do it. The '72 hearse was haunted by bad brakes, but Steve thinks he found the gremlin.
Yeah, look at that drum.
Let's breathe. The hell is that?
I don't know.
It's like honey. Sticky and nasty.
The axle seals aren't leaking, your wheel cylinders are bone dry. It's on everything.
It's gummy.
Yeah, that's what's causing it to stick, and it's not overly tight. The drum will slide right on easily, but you can't turn it.
Is the other side the same way?
No, the other side's fine.
This is weird.
Yeah.
It's like it was put together wrong. Check the service levels, because this is kind of bizarre.
I agree.
It's like the rest of this car. It's just a little bit wrong, but I know you like it.
I like it.
The new pitman arm for the '59 Apache has arrived. But since nothing is stock on this truck, Nate has to modify it just to get it to fit.
The pitman arm had to be modified with a tapered reamer, so we had to cut it to the size that the original one was so that it would fit on Nate's tie rod. Hold out your hand. Okay. Let's go see what happens.
Once installed and leveled, that new pitman arm will eliminate most of that bizarre suspension lift.
We got our steering lock there, look at that. The whole damn thing is loose on the frame. Look at this mounting bracket right here with this crappy-ass weld on the back. Well, you might have to take the steering box off to fix that weld.
The longer pitman arm takes a lot of stress off the gearbox, but it's only the first step in making this truck steer safely. On the 72 Hearse, the bad brakes were followed by an even bigger problem. The differential we were told it had just been rebuilt was leaking its guts off everywhere. The one positive is that Rick agreed to kill 2 skeletons with 1 stone. So while we swapped out the differential, Rick agreed to some oversized disc brakes. By the time we're done, Rick will be driving the safest 72 Hearse on the road.
The next hurdle on the 59 Apache is to realign and reinstall the steering gearbox.
Grab our gearbox here, Bubba. Okay, you ready? Up against the frame. Get this in here. Get it in there square. Up a little bit, up a little bit, up a little bit. Excellent. Pull it. Oh, that hurt. The bottom of the gearbox was sitting right here.
Now that I have a general location for the steering box, I can make a template for the mounting bracket by tracing the back of it.
4.5 inches. That's 4 right there. I want to bring this up to where my drag link, when my tires are straight, is horizontal.
Right.
Before we were so low,
It was pushing
that when
uphill.
we turned, it was lifting everything. I'm telling you, I want to bring this thing up 1.25 inches. So take my point in space and lift it up another 3/4 inch to give you clearance.
Let's see here.
You hold this end. I just want to sort of check my angle. Bring it down just a hair, right there. For height, Travis, rotate your end up. How does that look right now? Is our frame clearing?
I want to see where them bolt holes are going to line up.
Oh, lift it up right there.
Okay.
Are we clearing the pitman arm?
We're good there. Okay, we should be clear with these 2 bottom bolt holes.
Okay, right there. Now that we've figured out the location and angle of the steering gearbox, our next step is fabricating a mount.
All right.
I'll go build it.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yep.
Sweet.
The Hearse has some of the worst and weirdest wiring we've ever seen. He has lights everywhere and connections to everything from skeletons to onboard PA systems.
What Rick had was pretty dangerous because it was done cheap with all kinds of wires crisscrossed.
Steve started by untangling the rat's nest. Then he replaced all the wires and ran everything to a central console.
All this extra lighting crap that's everywhere is all going to get tied into here.
Steve simplified the system, so all Rick's got to use is 1 remote. Rick will be able to add as many toys as he wants. Well, I'm kind of curious to see what Rick's going to come up with.
Installing a simple jump seat on a 72 Hearse is going to require a major remodeling. So I asked Rick to come in today and approve the changes. Here is my concern. Your ass and your coffin are competing for the exact same real estate. If I can start violating some of this real estate, you open up some more opportunities. Making room for the seat is just step 1. Engineering the seat to fold down and fit to allow the coffin to come in, well, that's number 2 through 20. Are we good here? Any questions?
No questions about this, but I do have a couple of add-ons.
Add-ons. Okay.
We have to have cup holders back here.
Okay. We'll put your cup holders.
Wheels and tires, you think we'll be okay with these big 20s?
I think it's too much wheel. Now, if you ask Steve, hey, Steve!
Yeah.
What kind of wheels would you put on this car?
I want to put wire wheels and bag everything on the planet.
Woo! Bag it. Nice.
How would you want to bag this?
Because everything looks good sitting on the ground.
Why don't I leave and let you two have a moment together? Really, Quote-unquote bagged cars use airbags rather than springs to absorb the bumps in the road. I'm not a fan. There is one cool thing, though. You can adjust ride height sitting in the driver's seat. No, the bags will not ride as smooth as springs.
I disagree 100%.
Jeez.
It's a toy. I don't give a flying what Steve says. It's a gimmick.
All the way down with no air in it, rides like a freaking go-kart. All the way up, bounces like crazy. Anywhere in the middle, still rides great. It's his money.
You realize you're going to spend thousands of dollars on a gimmick-ass suspension that won't ride as good as a Cadillac Hearse. So which do you want? The bags will not ride as smooth as springs.
I disagree 100%.
On the build of the 1972 Hearse, there's not a hell of a lot that Steve and I agree to.
Bag it, dude.
It's his money.
We're gonna bag it.
But since Steve convinced the owner to go for an air ride system, it's on him to make it fit perfectly. And that also includes how to hide all those hoses, fittings, and compressors. The one positive is the timing. We also needed to make room for Rick's collapsible jump seat.
The seat needs to be mounted in a way that it can flip up and allow room for the casket to still fit in the back.
We cut a hole so I can put all the air ride parts in there, try to keep them out of sight. Most of the air ride is done. It's plumbed and basic wired.
So it goes up and down now?
It does.
I love it.
59 Apache's work list is getting shorter by the day. The instrument panel wasn't functional, so we're pulling it out to diagnose it. Liam is taking care of fixing up the interior trim. And as soon as he's done, Bruce is starting the fixes for the parking brake.
I need to get a wrench up in here. You need a little bit more.
Bruce finally got the emergency brake system done. It took a little finesse, but now he's on to an even more fun project.
Going in.
He's got to get the exhaust system set up and stabilized. Bruce replaced the original gas filler with a flush mount so that Merlin and Lynn can actually put things in the bed of their truck.
I'm building them a custom trailer hitch so they can take this truck and their van on some of their dream vacations.
Nice. All right.
On the 72 Hearse, Rick wanted to upgrade his existing flamethrower system. Steve says he's ready to test and doesn't want to do it on the car because he's afraid of setting the car on fire. What am I going to see here?
Hopefully some fire.
Are you sure about this?
It's only one way to find out.
Is this your lunchbox?
It was. I donated it to the cause.
This is the stuff you see in movies. You open it up and...
It's just a battery to run the pump.
Okay, so this turns the pump on, this engages the solenoid?
Yes.
All right. What are you using for fuel right now?
Diesel, unfortunately.
Diesel? Unfortunately, my ass.
I understand Dan's issue with running gasoline through it and as far as the safety aspect of it. I get it. The diesel still puts out a really good flame.
Okay, good, good. All right, we got a good fire extinguisher.
Ready?
Yep. Okay.
Hey, the wind changed direction a little bit.
That's pretty cool. Let's do that one more time. Wow. Okay.
It gets a little warm.
Yeah, it does. That's cooking my ass. The last one. That works good. This is the dumbest damn thing I've ever agreed to on a car.
This setup, you can't just push a button and it goes. You have to physically arm it because that would suck in traffic.
The mount and stow system for the seat on the 72 Hearse has to be designed from scratch.
We're going to weld the brackets onto here, and then we'll put these on and sight these in where they're going to go.
The basic design is similar to a station wagon, but the challenge is making the seat fit inside the coffin cabin and in front of the air ride components.
Here it is, Nathan.
Damn, just like that, huh?
This one-of-a-kind seat's gonna look like a factory original add-on in a hearse.
Here goes nothing.
Good luck.
But none of this can go forward until Rob starts working on that new floor.
The idea I had was to take a torch and kind of burn the wood to give it an aged, burnt look, and then put a stain over the top of that.
What's up?
Got something for you. All right, so the wood floors for the hearse, I burned the wood a little bit, so it gives it that kind of a dark, antique-y, barny kind of a look.
I definitely like it over the burnt.
And I also kind of want to give you another idea that I had. If we use the torch technique and just kind of masked off some certain areas, I could put a silhouette of that in the torched wood of the floor of the hearse. So when you stand back and look in there, it'll be kind of subtle like.
Robbie wants to burn a Grim Reaper into the floor of a hearse.
Hop in there and see what you think. Oh, what do you think about the color?
I think they actually work together really well. But try to avoid your really dark patterns in it and go with just like a light steaming of it.
That way what we put on top of it stands out a little bit. All right, glad you like it.
This whole fucking place is going crazy.
The 59 Apaches get about 4 to 5 miles per gallon. So I'm replacing the dual quad carburetor setup with a new single 4-barrel carburetor to get better performance and fuel economy. Now that I have the new carburetor installed, I'm gonna start the engine and get it tuned up. Ooh, the engine sounds a little rough. It just needs a little Bobby love. I have this Apache purring like a kitten. Meow. I like it. Ta-da!
On the 72 hearse, I have the wood floor burned, sanded, and stained. Next step is to draw the Reaper image full scale and then transfer from the piece of paper to the boards so I know where I need to actually do the burning. Once the Reaper image is put down into the wood, I may have to do some sanding and shading to kind of define some of the shape that I'm looking for. But once that's finished, I'm going to spray a polyurethane or a lacquer over the surface of it to make sure that that image won't get damaged as people move in and out of the hearse. Awesome. I feel like it's going to follow me home.
On the 72 hearse, one of Rick's odd requests was for an original tilt and telescopic steering column.
Awesome.
It took us weeks to find one from a junkyard. Hey, Steve. I mean, beyond the obvious that it's dirty, what's going on?
It's pretty much junk. The ignition switch was so chewed up, there was no way to unlock it, so I actually had to drill it out just to get it to the point where I could actually unlock the column.
Why is it OD green?
Have you ever seen an olive drab 70s Cadillac that wasn't in a Derby?
No, you're right. This was in a demolition derby, wasn't it?
Yeah, which might explain why the column shoved way up in here if it took a good hard hit in the front.
You're talking about the actual steering column.
This end of it, that's supposed to be sticking out here, is up here somewhere.
This piece?
Yep.
So you can't rebuild this?
I don't think anybody could rebuild that without spending a ridiculous amount of time and money in it, and it's just not worth it.
We just paid $200 for just garbage.
Pretty much.
The 72 hearse has really been a horror show. What started out as some basic mechanical and electrical wiring has turned into air ride suspension, a working set of flamethrowers, wow, and now an original tilt telescopic Cadillac steering column.
So you can't rebuild this?
I don't think anybody could rebuild that without spending a ridiculous amount of time and money in it.
So now it's up to my team of mad scientists to Frankenstein together one good working column out of two bad ones. Aaron has to take the functioning parts of a smashed tilt column, combine them with the original column to create a car that actually steers.
Boogie,
You have an issue. You're looking for every reason not to get in that car to put that column in there, aren't you? Dude, all it does is haul dead people.
Exactly.
It's only hauled a couple thousand.
If it were an ambulance, I'd be more spooked out. But a hearse just carries the people after all the souls and demons have left the body.
I really don't like this car. There's dead people back there.
Adding the tilt column gives Rick a little bit more comfort, while he spends his time making everybody else a little bit more uncomfortable.
That smells dead people. It smells like you.
Merlin, the owner of the '59 Apache, is not real happy with the location of the four-wheel drive shifter. So Bruce is going to figure out how to make it more user-friendly.
All right, let's go. The original four-wheel drive shifter is located lower to the floor. It's a little too hard for Merlin to get to. So I'm gonna reposition the angle and make it easier to reach. I wanna make it to where it moves only 3 inches. I think the angle's pretty good. So I've gotta make a bracket that comes with my new pivot point here, so we have to bring both these shifters up in a matching pattern. To make this custom bracket, I have to take multiple measurements for different attachment points on top of the transmission. It's gonna attach to this. It's gonna attach to here. Now I gotta go talk to Jeff.
The Reaper floor for the hearse is cured and ready to install.
Have you laid it all down and kind of checked it out, or?
No, not quite, but it'll happen as we go along. Don't question my methods. I'm gonna start with the centerpiece, cut all the notches out for the rollers, and then continue that process all the way to one side and then all the way to the other. I'm gonna put the glue down, put the board down, and then use some finish nails to actually hold it in place until the glue is secure, and then just do a little bit of touch-up filler to hide the nail holes. With the floor installed on the hearse, it's time to install the hardware, trim, and accessories needed to hold the coffin and all the parts for the jump seat.
Oh, that ain't gonna work!
It looks like I have a little bit more work to do to get the seat to sit properly, but we're not that far off.
So we got a thing to do with the thingamajig and the whatchamacallit. On the '59 Apache, Jeff, the metal worker, has to build the shifter brace for the four-wheel drive selector. So what we got here is this one goes here, and then this one with the pitch being forwards attaches like this.
Okay.
So that way when he's riding around, the shifters match.
Got you covered.
Cool, thanks, Jeff.
Well, you bet.
So Jeff just brought me the shifter back from the metal shop. Now I'm gonna go install it in Apache so Dan can do his test drive later on. I think Merlin's gonna be ecstatic with the new location because it's gonna be easier to handle. Now it's like bang, bang, two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, neutral, low, high, let's go. Why? I don't know.
The hood on the '72 hearse had a lot of problems. It was wrinkled, it had bad paint, and the scoop was butt-ass ugly.
We got to fit the scoop onto the hood, make it look like it's not an aftermarket scoop.
First, we're going to rebuild the fiberglass scoop. Then we'll repair, prep, and paint that hood to match the hearse. And when it's all said and done, Rick's going to have one badass hood.
Sure everything's lined up, I don't want to scratch anything. Voila!
The repaired hood and custom scoop give that hearse a clean look, but it's just not creepy enough. I tasked our in-house painter, Raymond, to give that scoop a look that matches the theme of the car.
Hey! So how's it going?
It's going.
What the hell kind of spider is that?
It's a Black Widow.
Isn't it supposed to have hourglass?
Yeah, if it was an American Black Widow.
What the hell is this one, Canadian?
Australian black widow.
You sure about that?
Yeah, look it up.
Where's my phone? Let me Google this.
I wanted to be a little different. I put my twist on it. Is that okay with you?
Hey, looks pretty close.
See, I didn't want to do it completely because I wanted to break it up a little bit.
Okay, seeing how I doubt he'll take this car to Australia, shouldn't it be an American Spider?
You wouldn't see the red, it's on its belly.
All right, I'm going back to work.
Yeah, get out of here.
We worked out the geometry on the steering gearbox. Bobby and Travis mounted it in the right location. Now it's time to see how this truck will perform.
I've got this little spot right here. It gives you the kind of the up and downs and the turns. There is not a single noise I'm hearing, so this is good. I will tell you, I wish I had more authority.
Well, don't we all?
Yeah. I'm surprised at how well this thing takes corners.
So I'm getting dizzy.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. That ain't bad at all.
I still feel something's not quite right. I need to take a closer look.
Turn it less.
We're getting movement.
Turn it back and forth.
Okay.
More. You know what's happening?
What's that?
The entire spring assembly is moving slightly back and forth, and that's eating up some of your steering wheel travel. There's nothing we can do about that.
No.
Overall, the steering is actually pretty damn good. The only thing I'm noticing is the leaf spring arcing and the shackle in front are moving back and forth just a little bit. There's nothing you can do about that. That's literally engineered into the steering and the suspension system. What the hell is that?
Oh, we're hot.
Nothing's leaking.
You realize that this thing went from cold to 210 degrees in 5 minutes?
That's not good.
The 72 Cadillac we're building is not your normal run-of-the-mill Cadillac. We've already come up with a dual safety system for flamethrowers. And where there's fire, well, on a car like this, there has to be smoke. Lots of smoke. Steve's adding a 2,000-watt fog system so Rick can make even a bigger impression. We've added so many bells and whistles that I want to go for a quick ride to see if it was all worth it. Jump in, Broda Man. Ooh, I like the tilt. Okay, so it's a little bumpy, but Steve, this is better than I ever expected.
Can you hear me? Can anybody out there hear me? I'm trapped with a frickin' psycho. If you can hear me, call the police.
A slight little bit of wind will carry that smoke wherever it wants to go. Completely non-toxic, by the way.
Is it?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
Oh, we're hot.
This thing went to 210 degrees in 5 minutes.
That's not good.
Dan and I just test drive 59 Apache. End up being the electric fan system that somebody else had installed failed.
Can we direct wire this fan?
I'm sure we can.
It should be just black in the big red.
Yep.
The last hurdle on the Apache is a faulty thermostat. For now, we're gonna bypass it, but Bobby needs to replace it when we get back to the shop. Then we can get this truck back to its owners. It's time for Rick to get his 72 Hearse the hell out of here. I'm getting older and I don't need that constant reminder sitting in my shop.
Hello, Rick. Good to see you again. Hi, I'm Dan.
Hi, Cheryl, Rick's wife.
Oh, nice to meet you. You seem normal. How the hell did you get wrangled into this life?
We really are big fans of Halloween. We put on a big show at the house, and the hearse goes along with it. It's like another prop. To celebrate Halloween to the level that we do makes it more fun and not as scary. I don't think people should be afraid of Halloween.
Some months ago, a hearse rolls in here with purple lights, and the brakes didn't really work. A bunch of electrical work.
Yes.
That's not where it ended.
No.
That was just the beginning.
We put a Ford 9-inch disc brake, differential. You now have a really great tilt column in the car. We brought the hood down to parade rest, strengthened it. There's a bunch of things we did to your car that I would rather show you than tell you about. So I'll just tell you where we landed. You ended up at our final bill at $63,000. Yeah.
Still alive.
Still alive. Still okay?
Yep.
Okay.
This is a special project.
So, how'd you like to go see your car?
Yeah.
Well, you can't. Meet me there. You're going to need these.
I couldn't let such a weird car get a standard delivery, so I'm gonna meet Rick and Cheryl at a setting more fitting for a hearse.
See you at midnight.
All right.
I like the way he thinks.
Lynn and Merlin are here to pick up their '59 Apache.
When we started this project, it came in here mostly for steering.
Correct.
But whose idea was it to put 8 barrels of gas-swilling carburetor on that truck?
It was just for looks. That carburetor, we kind of overdid the carburation on it.
You had 2 things affecting the steering. One I would call defect, and the other is design. The defect was your truck was being lifted by the ball joint on the drag link because the angles were just so far off. So we straightened out your steering gearbox. Now you can turn left and right and the vehicle responds the way it's supposed to. So here is the design side. There is a slight deflection of the entire front end when you steer, and there's nothing you can do about that. We literally have perfect, brand new, zero lash components everywhere. What you're gonna find is your truck drives like virtually every other tall 4-wheel drive truck now.
Now comes the dreaded part of the conversation, the bill.
We set a financial goal, and that was?
Like 30, 40,000.
Right, we always try and hit the mark, but in this case, we didn't.
Uh-oh.
We actually came in at 19,700.
Oh, wow.
That's
Eight.
great.
Thank
Very
you,
good,
Dan.
Absolutely.
Man, I think both of us were like, whew, that's a relief.
You ready to go drive it after 5 years of waiting?
Yes,
All right,
let's do it.
let's go see it.
Oh, man. Been a long time.
You remember this truck?
I do. It looks like it stands a lot better.
You've now got a single quad, polished intake.
I see that.
We went back to conventional hoses. We fixed your fan. We just sort of made everything functional in here. You wanted a towing system for this, your exhaust system.
Love it. Yeah, those are nice.
And then up here, you can pop that cap off and fill it with gas quickly and still use the bed of your truck.
Sweet.
We've installed carpet and all your vents open and close. Take a look at your shifter and the little shifter boot and the figure 8. You notice we got you the matching set of shift balls, and we made you a set of seat belts.
Yay.
It's finally done, so I can drive it.
That sounds like a monster truck.
It goes pretty well.
I think it does. It's got good get up and go.
Don't miss those dual quads now, do you?
No. Oh, Jesus, honey.
The steering is pretty quick on it right now. If you oversteer, you don't know where you might end up.
These are bigger tires, and being a 59, you got a lot more steel up high.
We waited a long time for this little drive. Jeez. This has been a 5-year journey that has finally come to a conclusion.
With the Apache taken care of, I have a date in a graveyard.
He's really got into the spirit, isn't he?
I know. He says I'm creepy.
Reveal the hearse!
Wow.
That is so
Look, the smoke.
What have you done?
Man.
All right. Out of 10.
All right. You like it?
Oh, yeah.
All right. All right.
The car lit up and there was smoke underneath of it. It was like it came to life.
I'm not even sure where to start, but we'll start at the front.
Look how cool that came out.
We've got a Black Widow Spider right in the middle of all of it.
That's totally awesome.
Hey, Steve.
How you doing, man?
How much clearance is there between the top of the tire and the hood of this car?
I have never seen a fender well that high, ever.
That's crazy.
Heaven forbid something happens and you gotta drive low, you can still drive it home.
You can tilt this car up, down, right, left.
As they say, front, back, and side to side.
Just in case you decide to leave your coffin behind, you'll never be without death.
It's beautiful.
That's over the
I
top.
know that's kind of weird to say, but it's really true.
It had red eyes. It was really creepy. I love it.
You guys feel like relaxing just a minute?
Sure.
Okay, Steve.
Wow. Look, there's the TV.
This is the best.
This is so cool. The seat is comfortable and their screen is right there. It's kind of like going to the drive-in movies, but it's right there in front of you.
I have something else I want to show you. For this, I need you to stand back 20 or 30 feet.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay? Right back over there.
Okay. Wow. Over the top happy.
Thanks, Dan.
Bye, Steve. Thanks for everything. It's been great.
And away we go.
It's cool, not my style.
I would drive that car every day.
On the 72 Cadillac Hearse, Rick wanted to push his nightmare car over the edge. We replaced the rear differential, added rear disc brakes, redid all the wiring, and then topped it off with an air ride suspension and 20-foot flamethrowers. On Merlin's 59 Apache, we started by modifying the steering geometry. We swapped out his dual quads for a single 4-barrel carb, moved his 4-wheel drive shifter, and upgraded his interior to give Merlin a much safer ride that matches his style.